Hello everyone, masofdas here, and we're talking about what I've been playing recently, and I've only actually really been playing one game, and that's Elden Ring. I decided to talk about Elden Ring today because my Silent Hill 2 should be turning up anytime soon. Metaphor Refantasio is also out the end of the week. That does date this video. Both of them I am getting physical, so I'll be playing them almost right away. Like Silent Hill, play it right away, play, finish, enjoy it, sell it on, and now fund the next game. That sort of thing. That leads into Elden Ring because I bought Elden Ring digitally of PSN because I had my Concord refund and it was £35 on PSN. So it's on my PSN account for ever, basically, unless they take it down and all that stuff, We can go all into the licensing and stuff of digital content and things like that. So between, I think it was Space Marine 2 or Plucky Squire and now, or when Silent Hill 2 arrived, I have been playing Elden Ring. I've played a few Souls games. I played Demon Souls back in the day on PS3. I imported it because it got really good reviews. I remember reading like magazines or something. And it wasn't going to come to the UK, eventually did. Imported it, did not get on with it. It's really old fashioned and stuff. And I think I played the first Dark Souls when that was new and shiny. Again, didn't really get on with it, and yeah, I've done that. I've even played Bloodborne and stuff, and Sekiro. I played that wrong, really. I played it really stealthy and stuff, and then when I got to a boss, I really struggled because I was really under leveled, and that. But I was playing it like a stealthy ninja, so that's like sort of me playing it. Wrong, but on one of the old episodes of Safe 3 after Astrobot, we were talking about like what PlayStation games we want to play and stuff, and the Demon Souls, like Demon Hunter was one of the characters, and Maiden in Black, I think she's called, as one of the characters and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of tempted to play Demon Souls. It's on Plus, it's got a remake and stuff. I think it's quite linear and stuff. Let's give that maybe a go. And I was talking to some of my mates that play these sort of games and stuff like that from the old G-Namer forum. But Jay on there recently played Demon Souls, even got the platinum. His response was that it kind of played like a PS3 game still. Well, that's what I took from it. And it's like, try Elden Ring. You got the open world. You can, if you get stuck, you can go wander off in this one direction and stuff like that, which kind of makes sense. And then one of my other mates, when I actually said I bought it on sale because I saw it was on sale. It literally came on sale the day I was like thinking about playing Demon Souls. So I was talking to him, I told him about it, and like, oh, I don't know if you like Elden Ring because you don't like Breath of the Wild, don't like Tears of the Kingdom, don't like that open world like structure and stuff of those games. You like prefer the old dungeon stuff. And you did struggle because there's a stream I think on here of me playing Dark Souls 2 where I was getting lost. And like, I guess you would call them dungeons. I don't really know what you would call them. So I was getting lost, wandering around and stuff. And then I think they even jumped on my live stream and like telling me to go and stuff. So I don't know how you get on with this. But I can be kind of weird, and he actually kind of said about Demon Souls. So I started it and stuff like that, and see how I would get on. Now I've following a guy. I say kind of following a guy. Like, actually, the start of the game is like quite straightforward, and they're not called bonfires. The slightly graces kind of point you in the right direction, and that with like the golden trail, and that. So I kind of figure out where I was going anyway. But it's like, okay, am I good? So I looking at the guy, I was like, kind of like, am I going in the right direction? Where am I meant to go next? And it's more of like, okay, so I need to get to Stormville Castle. I kind of try to keep away from spoilers, even the game's like 2 years old. Stormville Castle is one of the early areas. Like, okay, so you need to go there. So it's like more like, okay, I go there, and it's my own little adventure to go there. And then once I've done that, it's like, so the next place I need to go is. I'm trying to think what the next place is. Is it the Royal Capital? I don't know, let's say the Royal Capital. I actually don't think it was the next place. So it's like, okay, the next place you got to go is here, okay, here's my little adventure going on there and getting my, not souls runes in this when you can, like, defeat an enemy and stuff like that, get your runes and stuff like that. I'm playing as the samurai, that's the one I chose, talking to, like, again, other people. And that, so it's like, okay, going on my little adventure and, like, getting there, that's how I'm playing it. So I'm, like, now where I'm to, I think it's called the Forbidden Lands, and it's, like, all snowy and stuff. It's like, okay, this is my, next place, right, okay, cool, so I'm in this area, let's wander around here to get to the next place, and then once I've done that, and, like, following, so that's how I'm sort of following guys, like, right, like, where's my next objective, and I wander over to get to that next objective, if that makes sense, and killing enemies and mini bosses and stuff along the way. And sometimes I end up in weird areas, like one of them makes him work. It's like, oh, in this place, if you do so and so, you end up in this place. And I did that, because strangely stuff happens in this game if you do certain things, or you can find like teleporters and you end up in certain areas which, like, am I meant to be here, not meant to be here, that sort of thing when you're going out on your adventure. But due to, like, the site of grace is kind of like a checkpoint system, and there's a lot of them, so even if I do that and I stumble in an area and, like, oh, I've ended up in this area and this boss or whatever is, like, really hard, or I'm getting my ass kicked, it's like, right, okay, the site of grace I was 10 minutes ago, let's go back that one, now let's go left instead. To this sort of area, and still heading towards, like, my main destination and stuff like that. I don't really know how far I am into it, because looking at the walkthrough and stuff like that of places, it seems like I'm near the end. Being in the frozen wilds bit, I say frozen wilds, so frozen lands or whatever it is. And my PlayStation needed, like, the card things I'm playing on PlayStation thing. It's like went from like 15% to like 50% after defeating a boss. So I don't know if, like, the next boss I defeat or something is suddenly going to go to like 75% or something. It jumped really highly on that. Some, like, the bosses are really cool, and, like, you get your sort of cinematic trailers. They're, like, really like, decent, like, even at the start of the game. That, and, like, the video I'm using on here, I'm just using this video on repeater just so you can watch something in the background. That's all really cool. I kind of like seeing this as G.R.R. Martin and stuff, like the Game of Thrones thing. It's like, the lore is interesting in that, and you do get the lore through the environment. I kind of would have liked some more stuff. Like, there's a character I met really early on, and it's like, oh, I didn't see you again for ages. And there's another character I met, and it's like, oh, I've met her. Okay, now I'm so this far ahead, I haven't seen her since. And it's like, oh, let's look at, right, okay, she's got her own sort of quest, and she's all over here. It's like, okay, I'll go and look at that. Some of it is a little bit work out yourself, but again, it's like all these guides and stuff from the game, and it seems like kind of community focus. Like, I know people in work that's played it. I know obviously people online and stuff. I think if I asked them, like, what should I be doing in that, they would all have an idea. You have, like, the weird co-op thing where you can summon like, help and stuff like that, which I've done an odd time. I think I did it on, like, the first boss, but I didn't even realise I did it, and, like, the character seemed to be, like, a name character, and then saw in, like, the round table thing, and then I did do it on another boss where I actually had someone join me, so it's like, if you do get stuck, you can get that, and hopefully they are pretty good or whatever, and they can really help you out in the game. So yeah, I definitely want to, like, finish Elden Ring. It's gonna be on a bit of a back burner, just because Silent Hill, I don't think Silent Hill will be that long. There's even a trophy for finishing under, like, 10 hours and stuff like that. Metaphor Fantasia is obviously going to be a long JRPG. I think, like, some reviews I've seen, it's like 80 odd hours. That's going to be really long, and you may have watched one of my previous videos, like October games. There's a lot of games in October's. There's games I even missed off that list. I totally forgot that was coming out. So there's a lot of games in October. Metaphor would take up a lot of time. By the time I have finished it, most probably then that'd be when Life is Strange is out or Sonic is out, etc. But November, looking at, is pretty bleak at the moment for November. I think it's one of the last Novembers I've seen. I could be wrong. Maybe there's stuff that I'm totally missing. So I can definitely see me going back to Elden Ring post Metaphor. Unless I am really close to finishing it, and you're all just going to tell me like if I play it for like 3 more hours, I'm going to finish the game. Then I might stick to it right away. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I might do more videos like this. Like this week, I've been playing Silent Hill, or this week I've been playing Never. Especially some more interesting indie titles like that, or any weird physical games I pick up. Like got that Ninja Turtle game thing, but then that could turn into my final thoughts. Review type videos once I finish those games, and Elden Ring is a little bit far away from so this is like a mid for video until I get to the end of the game. Have you played Elden Ring though? Got any tips? Should I keep playing this? How far away am I? Anything else you got to say? Anyway, I've been masofdas, and I'll see you again.